Now we're going to be crossing over straight to Lagos State. Our correspondent Kingsley Emeka joins us now for an update on the state of the Oshodi terminal. Kingsley, how are you doing this morning?
Very good morning. I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for having me on the show. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning. So 2 days ago, you spent the better half of your day exploring the Oshodi terminal. How did you feel about it? What do you think is really the state of it? Do you think that it is what people are saying, one of the best terminals in the country currently?
Yes, it is actually one of the best terminal currently in the country. In fact, in West Africa, if I'm to say, because the terminal has three phases. It has phase 1, 2, and 3, located between the Lagos-Apapa Expressway and the Agege Motor Park. It is really huge and have a sky viewing walkway that houses a lot of transportation connectivity. It's a major business activity hub in that particular area, and I think the maintenance culture of the terminal is quite impressive for a terminal of that size in that locality that has spent 6 years, if I'm correct, because it was commissioned sometimes in May 2019. So I think the terminal is actually one of a kind, and it's a monumental project for the Lagos State government.
Okay, that's nice.
Do you think that the Enugu terminals are going to contend or compete with the Lagos Oshodi terminal? Because this government is saying that the terminals in this state would outdo the terminal in Lagos. How do you feel about that? Do you think that is feasible? Do you think that is possible from your assessment of that terminal?
Well, I think it is very much possible because we're talking about Enugu State. That's the one of the biggest states in the southeastern region. But in terms of business activity-wise, I wouldn't say, because we all know that Lagos State is the business hub of Nigeria, and there are so many business activity ongoing in comparison to Enugu State. But if it is whether the terminal would outbeat the outlook of the Lagos terminal, I mean, I could say yes, it is quite possible, because the Lagos State terminal doesn't look that brand new again. And we are all very excited when we see new things. We're all excited with new things, and people are easily, adaptive to change in their environment. And, change is something that keeps evolving. So yes, I think the Enugu terminal would outdo the Lagos State terminal infrastructure-wise. Depends on how much the government is ready to invest in such a monumental project.
Okay, but we're seeing, the main focus of this is to find out how well the Oshodi terminal has been maintained. Is it still looking up to par? How good does it still look after years of its completion?
Yes, for a project that has lasted for 6 years and still counting, I think it is properly maintained, irrespective of the fact that we all know Lagos is a sort of RAS area, overpopulated, too many cars and all of that, which is kind of making the terminal look a little bit out of shape, but the infrastructure-wise, the terminal is still very much in good shape. I mean, it is well maintained, but the area, the population within that area is making it look, I don't even know the right words to describe that. But, the terminal itself, the structure is well maintained, actually.
Well, that's nice. But I beg to differ. We're going to have our economic booms too, and a lot of influx of businesses right here in Enugu State, because I know, yes, these are the things this government is planning on, right? So yeah, the bus terminal, the structure could actually outdo what is in Lagos, but that Oshodi terminal structure in Lagos is nice. The taxis are very great and whatnot though. So I'm just trying to counter him saying that, oh, Enugu is not, but that's what we're anticipating and what we're working towards on, like in years to come, right? To be that to be somewhat like Lagos, investments all through this, not just Enugu State, all through Southeast, Abia having their own, Imo having their own, Anambra, like, there are things each state in the Southeast are known for, right? When it comes to trade and commerce and all that, you're going to Aba and whatnot. When it comes to tech, Enugu, Anambra, so that's boom is what we're anticipating for, by the way. So I'm just countering. I don't get what you said
Kingsley
before,
said.
yeah.
Oh, okay, Kingsley. So you made a very pointed statement that the terminal is good, but the environment, the surrounding environment has been marred by people going on with their commercial activities and perhaps
It's Lagos. What do you
littering the
expect?
premises, and then you
It's
still
Lagos.
have
What
the
do you
bustling
expect?
Oshodi. So help us paint a clearer picture of it. You know, is it that the terminal still looks good, but the surroundings do not look as good?
Yes, the terminal still looks good. The surrounding do not look as good for, that kind of infrastructure, because you would see boys, like we locally call them agberos here in Lagos State, harassing people. Even personally, before I was able to get a clearer shot of the area, I was harassed by, a few hoodlums, which made it quite difficult for me to get proper, capturing of the area. And it's a little bit of challenge getting people within that area to speak on camera. I don't know why, the reason for that, but given that situation, it kind of puts a struck imbalance in that kind of infrastructure. I mean, that is a place where people should, be free to express themselves and carry out whichever business activity that should be done within that area. But with all of those in place, it's kind of giving the infrastructure itself an off balance from what it is meant to serve.
All right, thank you so much, Kingsley. Oji?
Yeah, I don't need to have anything to ask or talk about, but well, talking about the agriculture is something also needs to be curtailed in Lagos, by the way, because it somewhat acts as insecurity too, right? People are not safe, moving around doing their thing and always being harassed by individuals because of what? Right. So I just one thing I always call out on how to curtail and manage and contain these louds always harassing people
Exactly.
and whatnot. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Kingsley, for that update. Of course, your assessment of that right from the site. Thank you once again, Kingsley.
Thank you very much.
And now we take a look at Kingsley Emeka's reports from the site when he visited 2 days ago to show us how it's looking in 2024 since 2019. Here comes the report.
The Oshodi bus terminal, a major transit hub in Lagos, has not only transformed daily commuting, but also changed the landscape of the Oshodi area itself. Since its opening, the terminal has been a significant addition to the city's infrastructure, praised for its modern facilities aimed at creating a more organized and efficient travel experience. Residents have pointed out that the terminal's impact on the area. Many commuters note that the Oshodi area now has a modern look with increased business activities as nearby vendors and businesses benefit from the steady influx of people passing through the terminal. The improved organization has also reportedly helped in reducing the local crime rates, providing a safer environment for commuters and residents alike.
And as somebody that has been making use of this Oshodi route for a long time, I will tell you this for free. I really need to commend the government for how they have structured the road. Like, I remember then we used to struggle and try compete road with the old bus drivers and everything. Now we used to escape, we used to run from getting hit. But now I can tell you, I can see different pedestrian bridges we get. And as I also tell you that I can see different bridges are linked to different parts of Lagos. We know that Oshodi is one of the busiest parts in Lagos. Yes, government has already done well for years. If I would say it, I would say government need to work on. If I need government for anything as help, I would say government need to work on making sure here is secured at night. Yeah, some people make use of here at night, and we will not like the situation that we're hearing wrong incidents of people. You get, so if government can do to make sure here is well secured at night, we would also appreciate the government.
This social terminal one. There's our terminal when they are ready to do no problem with the no stealing from passenger and then you come to Oshodi. You can enter any motor that you like. You can enter motor to island. You can stay. So many places like that. You can enter motor. So no problem with the no stealing from passenger. So everybody you can come to Oshodi. No steal, no problem, no. saw any armed robber in Oshodi, we should have ready to come and see Oshodi now.
As Oshodi bus terminal continues to impact the community positively, many hope that authorities would prioritize its upkeep to ensure it remains a valuable, safe asset for Lagos residents and visitors alike. In Lagos State, Kingsley Emeka reporting for Afia TV.
It just highlights the fact that maintenance is very important. I would say I could be more impressed by the state of that terminal, but right now what I'm seeing is that it just doesn't look tidy any longer.
I think I can remember when it was just launched. It was looking so magnificent and lovely, nice aesthetics, and how they managed to change Oshodi from what used to be, by the way. But
does it make you worry? Does it make you worry?
Yeah, because maintenance culture is our problem in Nigeria. We just do a project, boom, and after a couple of years, the project is all dusty and rotten and all that, right? So this bothers me a lot, and it's also great that these days governments are now concessioning some of their structures and projects, by the way, to the private sector, who they can have a deal with, partner or whatnot, and for the maintenance. It's very important. It's very, very, very important, right? So is a great deal that at this point in time, government should always concession some of their projects and to private individuals, have a partnership with them, agreement with them, and for them to handle most of their projects.
Yeah, the maintenance question is very important, but we'll keep watching and seeing how this goes.